Good day, salutations, and my hair is absolutely what the heck. We are on our way to Harbor Freight. We got to go to Harbor Freight, grab some line wrenches. We are doing the very delicate procedure of marrying a Dakota and marrying a Dakota together to make a, you guessed it, a Dakota. Didn't have line wrenches. I thought I did.
We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view right. Anything you want to do, wanna change the world.
It was a successful venture to the Harbor Freight. I love this place. It's like Chuck E. Cheese for adults. We got him. Okay, so just a general plan for this whole weekend we've got going on here. Go to Harbor Freight, check. Dismantle the Gray Ghost and cannibalize it for its juicy goodness. If we can get the rear end swapped in today, then we are going to hopefully do it in time so I can go get the dang thing registered. And then I'll have a little time, I think Saturday, to test the truck out of touch. And the big pie in the sky dream is to make it down to Mocan for a test and tune on Sunday. I did buy a flaring tool. First time owning one of those. I hope I never have to use it, but you know how that goes. Oh goodness, that's gonna suck. I will show you the cannibalistic tendencies that I have taken upon the Gray Ghost here shortly. Super. So up in here we got this little brake line guy. I juiced that thing up last night, and let's play a little game of brake line roulette, and stuff. Got my torch, got my brand new line wrenches. Hell yeah.
Under the hood with grease on my face, ain't no paycheck, just a parking space.
I would like to note that this is a 30-year-old vehicle. Oh, hell, 35-year-old vehicle. This thing's old enough to be most of your dads. And it's a Midwestern car, and that is some nasty looking poop coming out of there. What I'm trying to do, and I don't know if it's the right thing necessarily, is I want to get this up here undone off of the mount here, so that way I don't have to replace all these lines and play brake line roulette with a bunch of stuff that has been a bit closer to the ground with all the salt and snow and sand and moisture and all that crap. But take a shot at the one up top, see if we got any kind of love, and it came loose, surprisingly. Now that's good. I guess that fills me with a little bit of probably ignorant hope, just because this guy looks pretty good actually. This car, or this truck, is 2 years older than that one over there, which we'll be going to here in a bit. But last night, off camera, I went ahead, got the shocks out, undid the U-bolts, got the drive shaft out, and if you're not familiar with why there's tape on the drive shaft, you ever picked up needle bearings? You ever picked up needle bearings in a gravel driveway? That's all you gotta say. yeah, that keeps the caps on there, keeps the needle bearings from falling out. This came out actually fairly easy, so we're not going to be using a parking brake, so I'm going to go ahead and grind those off and go get that little tab off of the brake line over there and see if we can't get this big old girl out of here. Dress her up a little bit of the world's most professional paint, and then we'll get to work on Dr. Thunder over here. As a bit more of an update, she is pretty empty. I'm still undecided if I'm taking the center console. I probably will, but this, I don't even want to touch it, but this right here, it's sticky. If you're like me, I absolutely freaking hate sticky. Stickies. Unfortunate news, the Pioneer here did not actually have a wiring harness on the back. Instead of the, SOSH or whatever wiring kit, they used wire nuts for a house. That's not a fire hazard at all. Perfect. By the way, the seats out of this truck, that's a red interior, is going into this quote-unquote gray interior. Like kick panels, the seats actually bolt up. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. I punched a hole with a hot screwdriver just to see before, I mounted and everything. I lit up a hot screwdriver, and this carpet is filthy, I know. But hot screwdriver, after I got that side on the stud, the front 2 bolts on the outside, they mount up just fine. And there's actually threads right there. That ooga down. The unfortunate part is that's not bolted or anything. There's not actually the hump right here, but as far as I can tell, there's nothing behind that bolt. So 3 out of the 4, not bad. Well, the horn works. By the way, these are all the interior parts that I was able to appropriate. And I found that those Phillips head screws on these kick rocker panels here don't come out. So take a little neat tool, get up under there and neat them shits off, and perfect. Just throw a washer on it, a little self tapper, bada bing, bada frick boom, huh? It tucks away. It's for drinky poos. Cool thing, mine still works. The second anybody rides in that and that thing's open, they're gonna put their knee up and ejectocito some drinky poos, or just snap the thing off. So that's gonna save me a trip to the junkyard like that. I would try the door panels, but this is a manual door and those are power, which is crazy because this is a couple years older and whatnot, but I figured this would have more stuff to it. Apparently not. Yeah. So you're gonna want to pull that guy out. It holds the rubber line up to where the metal line can screw into it. You don't take that out, you're gonna have a bad time and stuff and things. There we go. Don't know what the hell that is. Any Mopar people? You wanna tell me what that guy is? That seemingly a line right up to this dude. Is that like ABS or something? What the hell? Is that got an ABS thing? Switch deal? There's a plug. Right over here. Right behind the loom. God, there's no good way of seeing this, is there? Right there. I'm a dirty ass finger pointing. So it's tucked up in there. Let's get baby gasket over here. Let's see if we can't get that popped out of there. Motherfucker Jones, yes sir. Sick. Okay, so now the rear end essentially are still taking. Gotta get our big old man muscles in here and this thing had it. Yeah, look, you didn't have to touch any of the brake lines, go into the shoes and all that, and give it its best shot at working and not breaking. I'm doing this in a gravel driveway with a couple jack stands. You can do this too, but it would be very wise of you to not. I got many years of working on crap cars in the most crap spaces. This is not a safe one. I got one jack stand there and one jack stand on the opposite side. Somewhere, I don't know, you can't put it. So it's over there. And I'm by myself. And I'm gonna go get some ibuprofen and get ahead of this problem because my back's gonna be screaming like a big dog. Voila. That wasn't hard at all. I definitely didn't just grow a tail. Ugh. One down. Oh, shit. One to go. All right, cool. Now before we get to really cracking on this, I'm gonna go ahead and do
Junkyard Raider,
what I should do
and
clean that thing up.
Got a Mopar missile with a heart of steel. Ford motor swap, that's my kind of deal. Elbows to dawn for the trespass
We got
crew. Protecting my stash
the rear
like
end.
a junkyard zoo. Burn out screaming
Is up on a couple ramps.
Cashing them checks with a
Little tag on the back. Forgive my crudeness. 3219. I don't know what that means. I need double cheese. Whew. And an app. So kind of like most of you guys, I can imagine you probably don't have a bajillion. Damn, my hair looks crap. You don't have a bajillion jack stands or jacks. You probably have a pair and a single jack. When doing something like this, you're gonna need a couple extra jack stands. I have 3. And as you can see, well, my arm doesn't want to work. There's one chalking the wheel up here, and then we got 2 and 3 on the back side. I'm tapped out on jack stands. So the guy that bought this truck, well, is buying, or however you want to call it, is getting this truck after the fact, more than likely, is the guy I'm going to go borrow some jack stands from. And he's been my ride or die OG for a minute. Woo! You're getting hot on my nips, boy. Shoot, buddy. I don't know what's been crawling around that truck for the last 20, 30 years. And after watching one of my favorite YouTubers, who's currently on TV right now, he went through some rat crap and ended up getting real sick over it. Do your best to stay anti-rat poop. And if you can't tell who that is on the screen by his sarcasticness and obviously the inevitable Jim, Pole Barn. Love those guys. He was a fantastic son of a bitch. Got to meet him at Duct Tape. Got to meet a couple extra people too. Guessing with a couple YouTuber guys. They're nice guys. And he kept saying, "Oh, it's just a pile of crap." I'm like, yeah, but it fucking works, man. That shit's cool. If you can put something together in your shop, your driveway, and it ain't never been done, or it's just different, that's cool. That's really cool. I like it. Hell, that's what I'm trying to do right now with these guys. The last thing you want to do when you're building a car, or you have a car that you're trying to put together and make your own, is to be able to pull up and park next to one that's identical to it. Sometimes that happens. You just don't want to be a Harley guy. And if you don't know what I mean, any Sunday, any Saturday, Go out to your local biker joint, bar, hangout, whatever. I bet you can get 3 or 4 pairs of bikes that are identical to each other, and they have maybe they're different. They got a set of mirrors that's different. My handlebars are 2 inches higher than Jim's. I got floorboards custom made by Harley on their aftermarket wall over there that cost $395 just because they gave me a swinging deal. Jack stands acquired. Oh, and if anybody knows where I can find a Daytona Dodge truck wing, maybe secondhand, somebody doesn't want it anymore, a wrecked one that maybe split in half that we could booger back together, because it's got to be shortened up anyway, because I'm pretty sure the Dodge Ram beds are a little bit wider than a Dakota bed, but I want one of those spoilers like turbo bad. To it, I might just make one. If you happen to come across one or know where I can get one, like Eastern Kansas, Western Missouri area, email me right here at gaslogracing@gmail. Hit me up, let me know. I don't want to buy new. I'm not going to pay $500 because it has sentimental value, because, you know, your Uncle Ted had one back in the day and it was purple and it was one of 555,000 that had that one lunchbox stamp on the trunk bed, whatever. If you want to give it away, or like $50 or some shit like that, like, let me know. I'm in. So to illustrate my point about why I tape the ends on, I just popped this drive shaft out right here. All the runs are swapping out. By the way, the U-bolt straps are not very tight. That might have been part of the noise. But those are needle bearings. And this just thunk fell out, and I lucked out and it didn't pop out and scatter everywhere. So that's what those look like, and they come out effortlessly. We're taking a break. Currently, I just got the 6-bolt or 6-lug rear end out of the Dr. Thunder. Did kick in the pants, snapped the head off the brake line. So we'll have to figure something out on that. I may try to take that one off the red truck first. If it comes off cleanly, I'll probably try to take it off the silver one, so I don't have to make a line. Something to be said about these 90s trucks in the middle of Kansas. You slip and you chew your hand all to hell. We got the shocks out of this guy. Boom. The line that comes out of the box on the frame rail looks similar to this. Has a little fitting right there that this goes into. The one on this truck snapped right about here whenever I tried to take this off of the block on the frame rail. So that one is now off of this truck. I put it in my vise and smashed it flat, and is now on the Gray Ghost. So whoever owns that thing, you're not getting any rear brakes or shocks, because I'm not putting those things on this truck because those are garbage. So let's go U-bolts and ignore that for a little while. Yeah, I gave up on killing my shoulders. I just cut the U-bolts on that guy. But luckily enough, we have U-bolts that came off the Gray Ghost that are the same thing. So I just need to get some of these, get a pack of those, and I can put these back on the Gray Ghost when it's done, and when I get the 6-bolt back in, and we'll put the fresh ones on Dr. Thunder. I just got done hauling butt around to any part store or tractor supply store that we have here in town, and ain't nobody got nothing. And if they do have something, it's I'm not gonna try to modify any of that crap. I just want stuff that works. So we're on our way to Advanced Auto Parts, I think, to go get them. I called them. They have what appears to be a 4-pack of them, and they're universal, but I had her measure everything out, and I'm gonna bring that thing with me just to make sure we're good. We'll see you here shortly when I'm holding the box of U-bolts, and if we are, then we're on our way. Hopefully my back will stop crying by then. Woo! So we have ourselves now some U-bolts and a 2-inch lowering kit, because I don't want this thing riding ass high. I'm so damn curious. I have to turn to the ass and thing. Where the hell the Bell-Tech at?
Rise like a storm, but never stand still. Hide your sisters, hide your wives.
got insurance on it. Got tags, baby. The infamous Dr. Thunder is now 100% legal.
He's in a Charger today, a Mustang tomorrow. Steals a night, believes the day in sorrow. Ladies hit the street, they beg and follow. But his heart beats fast and his tank runs hollow. He lives for the roar, the rubber scream. Adrenaline's king and he's chasing the dream. I hide your sisters, hide your wives. When he rolls through towns with his engine alive. The gas hogging V8, devil flies. Dirt plus, ain't nobody survives.
Okay, so we have ourselves a 5-lug swap on Dr. Thunder. It looks pretty good. I'm not mad at it. Took the front spindle or the front brake calipers off of the gray one, put them on this guy. That's really all we did for the front side. Do you remember how I said that I think somebody didn't tell me everything? This is why I say somebody was in there before me and didn't tell me something. And there's a couple other things that somebody didn't tell me too, but we'll get to those in a second. This is what holds your brake caliper on. On the end there is supposed to be a 10 millimeter little bolt head, and that was snapped smooth off. It was on the driver's side over there. That had a fresh set of brake pads in it, so that tells me somebody had got in there and over tightened the ever living crap out of that, and I had to do all that damage just to get a pair of pliers on it to get it out. Took one of those off of there, put it over there, boom, boom, boom. Aside from that, that went fairly smoothly, but we'll take you to the truck inside where I'll show you the steering issue that I had come across, since now I get to drive it actually a little bit more than usual. Well, we're driving on Dr. Thunder, and there's a couple things to report. One, it runs and drives. It seems decently fine on just the ride quality and whatnot, but there's a couple glaring issues. One, shifting from first to second is a pain in the ass. It doesn't want to do it. Like, you have to kind of whack the throttle a couple times to get to shift into second. I'm sure that's probably something simple, right? Right, this one of those silly cables I accidentally made fun of earlier. And the other one is that. There is an absolute boatload of play in this thing, and it is terrifying to drive. I, against my better judgment, went onto the highway just a few minutes ago to test the whole, see how it goes out on flat foot. Yeah, not a great idea. Won't be doing that until I get the steering fixed again. Yeah. So I'm not sure. I am not 100% sure what the problem is, but I'm going to assume it's probably a rack or a bad, I don't know, joint or something somewhere. I guess we'll have to dig into it, look at it, but I mean, it runs and drives, guys. I mean, can't beat that. We could with the whole. See how little I'm moving with the wheel is? Yeah, that's a little terrifying, especially if somebody jumps out in front of you. You gotta move out of the way. Well, I think we fixed it, and it was something infinitely freaking stupid. It's a little sloppy still, but it's a lot better than it was. And come to find out, our speedometer's about 5 mile an hour fast. So I think there was a different gear set in that old rear end there. It might have been a little taller than the one we had, which is fine. But I will show you what I did to get the steering back on this thing, and you gotta unload the gas for it to shift out of first into second. I know it looks like I'm in second right now, but the shift selector is not correct on this. So hopefully it's just a matter of keep adding fluid to it kind of thing. I gotta burp the throttle to get it to shift. I think we are okay. Okay, so forgive how messy that is down here, because I've unplugged our two lines here to see if I can't just go ahead and take this guy out. This bolt right here, that's hot oil. We gotta give this thing a bath and find out where this thing's puking from. That bolt and that bolt were freaking hand tight. The whole rack was freaking moving. Bruh. We took a cross run, snugged that guy, and you got the steering of what we just saw. I'm not saying the rack isn't bad, because I'm seeing some pukage on the other side, and I'm getting constant drips. That was that oil? It might be oil. I don't know where it's coming from. But this thing's a greasy mess, and we need to get this thing cleaned up so we can figure out what the heck's going on. Probably not the best seals on the planet anywhere, but the steering is a lot better than it was. We take those little victories when we can. So there you have it. Dr. Thunder in all glory, drippy. Really drippy. Yeah, case in point of the drippiness. Big old pile of drinking fluid. But we have ourselves a running, driving, moving, operating vehicle with a 5-lug swap and bucket seat swap. It runs good. We got a little work to do, but what car does it, you know? Can you honestly say that you can get a V8 truck, running and driving, clean title, the whole kit and caboodle for under $1,000? I know I can. Dr. Thunder. Yeah, I'm happy with it right now. This would soon change. That could have went better. Just got off the phone with the old lady, and we have our first casualty. That'll do it. Lost the caps on the drive shaft or something to that effect, but that's unfortunate. Well, I don't understand. I'm sure I'll dig into it and figure it out later. I put the rear end and the drive shaft out of the other truck in it. I don't know, maybe I didn't tighten the caps down right or something to that effect. I don't know. That sucks though. We'll get it figured out. It's all good. Shit'll buff. I will say, it's fortunate that this happened on this trip and not on something super long or crazy. But it's also a nice day. I'm not mad at it. Granted, I've been outside for the last couple of weeks. I was hoping to kind of kick my feet up a little bit, maybe get this thing a little washed, a little rub-dub-dub. Got to work on it some more. Oh, goodness. So, if you're not ready for a drive shaft just to spit out of your project car, don't get into this stuff. It is not as easy as Legos, although sometimes it feels like Legos. These Legos, oh, by the way, the drive shaft's right there. I shouldn't be able to do that. I don't have any wrenches. I don't have drinks. I don't have anything with me. But ain't that about a kick in the pants? All part of the journey, guys. And you gotta laugh sometimes, you know? Laughing's the best medicine. But I will, hey, you know what? We got sheet metal screws. We got, hey, you know what? We might have broke down, but we got spark plugs, by God. Oh, shit. This thing might be finding a new family before not too long. We'll see. Dr. Thunder is home and in its resting spot for the time being. I have neglected my husbandly duties around the house for too long, and I need to go take care of some of that stuff. So we'll work on it when we get some more time. Dr. Thunder, you were good for about 10 miles, give or take. But to show you, I shouldn't be able to do that. Drive shaft's completely out of this dang thing. Let's take it, and just so we can get a gauge, and maybe I can rest and look at some parts. We have a cap left, and the other one just flipped out of there, so I guess it's a good thing we still have that other truck. That's a pretty straightforward shot. I don't think it was a crazy ass angle or anything, so might have been one of those unlucky deals. Maybe I should have greased up those caps. We'll catch you later whenever I order some parts.
Dr. Thunder's got the